I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios. And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing is just, it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down.
Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring.
What about Manny and Barrios? What do you think?
It's gonna be a good fight. Always Manny Pacquiao bring all the best to make a good fight.
At 46, Manny Pacquiao is set to make history once again as he challenges WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19th in Las Vegas. The legendary 8 division champion insists he'll be in peak condition thanks to intense training with Freddie Roach. Barrios, 30, is taller, younger, and in his prime, known for his sharp jab, relentless work rate, and recent victory over Dennis Yugas, making this a high-stakes showdown.
Business just picked up here in Las Vegas. July 19th, you'll see the WBC welterweight champion, Mario Barrios, and the 8th Division legend, Manny Pacquiao. Manny, long layoff. You could have come back probably against anybody. Why pick out the champion in the division to make this historic return?
I believe with fighting with Barrios, we can give a good fight and we can entertain the fans. I mean, that's pretty sure because Barrios is a good fighter also. He's a champion.
The biggest question from everybody, Manny, is how much do you have left? I'll ask you that at 46. What can we expect to see from the great Pac-Man?
You know me, I always bring surprises to the fans. Like what I did before, I have to train hard and make sure that 100% condition on the fight.
Mario, you've been on the highest level before, pay-per-view fights with Tank and Keith Thurman. But getting a name like this to defend your title against July 19th here in Las Vegas, it's got to feel like a mountaintop moment in some ways.
Definitely. You know, this is huge. This is huge for me. This is huge for boxing. You know, living legend. You know, coming back out of retirement. You know, to fight me for my WBC title. It's an honor. You know, to be defending against him. But you know, I'm expecting one of the hardest fights of my career, and I think that's exactly what people are going to see. July 19th.
I know the admiration, the respect you have for Manny Pacquiao. How do you turn that off on fight night going in against a legend like this?
Nothing but respect for him, nothing but respect for everything he's accomplished and done in his career. But at the end of the day, you know, he's in there, he's trying to take what's mine.
Mario Barrios has made his mindset unmistakably clear. He's not viewing this fight as a clash with a boxing legend, but as a serious title defense against a challenger standing in his way. During a media workout ahead of their July 19th bout, Barrios stated, "I'm not training with the mentality that I'm facing an icon or a legend. At the end of the day, he's just another man trying to take what's mine, my title, and I'm preparing to stop him."
Training with the mentality, you know, that I'm getting ready, you know, to fight an icon, to fight a legend. At the end of the day, he's just another man, you know, trying to fight for my title. He's going in there trying to, you know, take my title. And I gotta do whatever it takes to make sure he does. So like, once that bell rings, it's just business.
Manny, you have a chance to join the history books with the likes of Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, Archie Moore. Do you feel like you have the potential to be an inspiration for us 40 and over guys to follow your dreams in a big moment?
That's what I'm trying to do, to be an inspiration to the young kids and also the people who love boxing.
Manny, you'll also be inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame in June, 1 month before this fight. Congratulations. What does that honor mean to you?
Thank you. It's a great honor for me to be inducted as Hall of Fame. And also, that's a history. I mean, I can't believe it. I can imagine in my boxing career, I will get the Hall of Fame.
We know his accolades. What type of fight should we expect when you two touch gloves July 19th?
I think everybody knows what type of fight Manny brings. Everybody knows that, you know, I never shy away from, you know, an action-packed fight. I think July 19th is going to be nothing short of an exciting night for boxing and just, you know, the world of sports.
The world champion Mario Barrios, the living legend Manny Pacquiao, July 19th, BBC on Prime Video pay-per-view.
While Mario Barrios acknowledges Manny Pacquiao's legendary status and immense contribution to boxing, he's made it clear that respect has its limits. All the respect is going to be there, Barrios said, but come fight night, we're going in with bad intentions. His focus is squarely on defending his title, not honoring his opponent's legacy. Many boxing analysts believe time is Pacquiao's greatest opponent. At 46, the effects of aging, though gradual, can't be ignored. Sports scientists emphasize that the split-second timing crucial for both offensive bursts and defensive reflexes deteriorates significantly past the late 20s, along with reduced lung capacity and declining explosiveness. Aging also impacts the speed that once defined Pacquiao's style. Even longtime trainer Freddie Roach has acknowledged signs of slowing down, pointing to diminished foot speed and longer recovery times during camp. These factors could be decisive in the upcoming bout.
I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios. And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down. And so, to me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 46 years old, you come out and let's just say hypothetically your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds. And really get off on this kid because he has the kind of style. Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do it.
Observers of Pacquiao's training note that while he remains dangerous, his movements appear more labored than in years past. It's more than just optics. Diminished speed impacts his once elite defensive reflexes, leaving him more exposed to a powerful, younger opponent like Barrios. For many, this comeback is courageous, but also carries significant risk and potential consequences.
Manny Pacquiao against Mario Barrios fight is signed, done for July of 2025. Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring in years. Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine.
If Pacquiao wants to come back as a Hall of Famer and fight one more time, whatever. He didn't look good against Yordenis Ugas, and that was 5 years ago. We've seen him in these exhibitions looking fleshy, to say the least. It's meaningless because if Barrios wins, he's never going to fight a boot status. If Pacquiao wins, he's not going to fight anybody ever again. So I'm kind of indifferent to the whole.
Jeff Mayweather, uncle of Floyd Mayweather and part of Mario Barrios' coaching team, offered a candid take on the upcoming clash. In an interview with Dayan, he expressed respect for Manny Pacquiao's legacy, but kept his expectations grounded. "I've got Pacquiao's back, but realistically, I'd be surprised if he pulls it off," he admitted. His words reflect a balanced perspective, honoring Pacquiao's storied past while recognizing that the present reality favors Barrios, the younger, sharper, and technically sound fighter poised to defend his title.
Belt taking on Mario Barrios. What do you make of this?
Well, first of all, before I even talk about the fight, it seems that boxing has changed because this guy's been retired for what, 3 or 4 years.
What's the last fight, Thurman?
Yeah,
Been a while. He's 46 years old.
yeah. But I mean, the thing is that he's done nothing to be fighting for a title.
Oh yeah, for certain. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't understand why he's even fighting for a title.
But to make a comparison, isn't that kind of the same thing, though? Really, is like Floyd fighting Conor?
It's not the same.
Why not?
Because
Okay, well, that explains it.
Veteran trainer and TV commentator Joel Diaz offered one of the most unfiltered critiques of Manny Pacquiao's comeback ahead of his clash with Mario Barrios. Diaz didn't mince words, stating Pacquiao's prime is long gone and that he simply shouldn't be stepping back into the ring. At 46, Diaz believes Manny no longer possesses the physical attributes or the competitive rhythm required to fight at the elite welterweight level. He emphasized Pacquiao's reduced speed, fading reflexes, and declining stamina, suggesting that a younger, fundamentally sound fighter like Barrios could dominate early and neutralize Pacquiao's trademark offense. Though Diaz deeply respects Pacquiao's legendary legacy, he made it clear This is no longer the same fighter who once ruled the sport.
Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably the same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Brian Mendoza, a top super welterweight contender and teammate of Mario Barrios, offers a sharp insider's take on the upcoming showdown. He emphasizes Barrios' advantages in size, strength, and durability, factors he believes will be crucial in controlling the fight's pace. Mendoza praises Barrios' disciplined jab and ability to manage distance, both key tools in offsetting Pacquiao's trademark speed and unpredictable angles. Still, he offers a note of caution. If Pacquiao connects with his explosive combinations early, Barrios could be in danger. Mendoza acknowledges that despite his age, Pacquiao still carries fight-changing power and ring IQ that could shift momentum before Barrios settles into a strategy. Ultimately, Mendoza predicts Barrios will win by decision, but he doesn't rule out the potential for a dramatic upset if Pacquiao capitalizes on the right moment.
Say that before the interview.
I don't. This is an unbiased opinion.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, even just as a boxing fan, obviously coming up, there's always, seeing Pacquiao's fights and stuff, and now to see the homie, going up against him like that, it's wild, man, it's a wild feeling, but I know you're more so for him, but, nah, man, I just think at the end of the day, I feel like, the age will show up in the fight. I think at first, he's had people talk about the layoff, but it's also a rest for someone at that age. So I feel like he's going to be rested. I feel like we might see, hints of little old Manny, no pun intended, but old Manny. Little bits of flashes of that in there, but I think at the end of the day, man, Mario's super sharp. This is the sharpest I've ever seen him, this far in camp. I'm super excited, bro, and he's gonna put on a great show. I still kind of lean towards like a decision, but regardless, it's Mario's way. If there is a stoppage, I think it'll be in like the second half. Like I said, because I think that's really when the age is gonna show, because you can look good in the gym, man, but once those bright lights are on you, anything that's wrong will come out. So as much of a legend man he is, I think he bit off a little more than he can chew with Barrios.
Bob Santos, head trainer of Mario Barrios, issued a chilling warning to Team Pacquiao ahead of their anticipated clash. He didn't mince words, claiming Pacquiao faces only two outcomes: the hospital or the cemetery. Santos outlined an aggressive strategy for Barrios, emphasizing their intent to capitalize on any sign of vulnerability. If Mario sees even a hint of weakness, he's going for the knockout, Santos declared. If he has him hurt at any point, it's kill or be killed. We have to go for it. His message was clear: no mercy, no hesitation.
A lot of time we spent together. Picked up a lot of things from you. Freddie, I was in that gym a long time, Freddie. I picked up a lot of things watching those camps with Manny Pacquiao right there, baby. We know a lot of things with him. I was in there every day watching him, and unfortunately for him, there's a lot of things we're going to bring to the table on July 19th of the things that I've seen with Manny Pacquiao. We're coming, baby. You know that, Freddie. I was there a lot of time, Freddie. We did a lot of time in there, in and around Manny Pacquiao. You know that, Freddie. And you know that too, Manny.
Several respected figures in boxing believe Manny Pacquiao still possesses the tools to hurt Mario Barrios, even at 46. Former WBO junior welterweight champion Chris Algieri noted that Barrios' style could actually favor Pacquiao, making him vulnerable to legend's speed and explosive.
Tell us about your preparation for Mario Barrios. How is it different to 4 years ago when you faced Ugas?
The different, I'm more focused right now. No distraction, I really focus on the whole training camp and focus on stamina, focus on techniques. He is a champion. He is a fighter that, we cannot underestimate him. He's taller than me. He has the advantage, but, we prepare for that. Just watch on July 19th. It's going to be a good fight.
Having faced both men, Keith Thurman believes Pacquiao holds an edge if he can rediscover his explosive footwork. If he gets in on that instep, he can hurt Mario Barrios, Thurman said. However, he cautions that Barrios' reach and steady pace could take over in the later rounds, favoring the younger fighter.
Pacquiao Barrios, bro. Who do you like?
It's hard to know, at the age of Pacquiao, what we're going to get from him, Well, I'll tell you this. Depending on his conditioning, right? Depending on how much he can pop in on that instep that he brought to me, that notorious fast instep, if he can pop in that instep, and if Pacquiao can get in, I know he can hurt Mario Barrios. Defense of Mario Barrios is still suspect. He is willing to get caught. You can catch the kid. It's not hard to find.
George Camboso Jr., who sparred over 250 rounds with Manny Pacquiao during training camps, remains confident in the legend's abilities. He recalls Pacquiao's elite speed, relentless intensity, and explosive work rate, qualities that pushed him to his limits and left a lasting impact on his own career.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is to give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it's very hard watching him fight. Lucas, you could see it, and then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it's hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on, and he can still do it.
Bookmakers heavily favor Mario Barrios heading into the July 19 bout, with moneyline odds ranging from -300 to -350 in his favor, while Manny Pacquiao sits as the underdog at +245 to +270. The betting consensus reflects confidence in Barrios' youth, size, and higher activity level. OddsShark puts it plainly: Barrios, too big, too young. Smart play is a points win. ESPN analysts agree, predicting Barrios will rely on his jab and reach to control distance and keep Pacquiao at bay, ultimately earning a decision victory. Sportsbook Review projects the fight will be decided in the middle rounds, with Barrios' conditioning and tactical pressure taking over, in essence, the betting line.
Well, I mean, Manny's already, it doesn't matter anything to me. Manny's already a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's just to step in and to keep challenging himself at his age. I mean, that's he's already won, so it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
July 19th, we've got Manny Pacquiao getting back to the ring, the age of 46, against a young, hungry champion, Mario Barrios.
Doesn't matter, knockout. Nothing against the other guy, by the way. Shout out to you. You probably have a great future ahead of you after this fight. But I'm predicting maybe a 7th round knockout. It's gonna be a little brutal. Head's gonna be on the ground, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely betting on it. So we'll see.
I think it's nothing Manny can handle. I think if Manny fights Manny's fight, I think he beats him. I think he beats him, and I think, and this is where I say it might be shock the world. I think he could unify the title. I really do. I still think he's got the ability at 46 to do something that will shock him. I believe that.
At a certain age, even as great as Ray is, he's not the Ray Leonard who became the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history. So age takes a toll. I mean, Manny actually walked in when I was working out in the ring, and I said, let me tell you something. Age really has nothing to do with this. And I'm 82, so, I think you train hard, you're working hard, you've got the skills, but, let's be realistic. It's a split-second sport, right? That's
you nearly hit me.
Nearly. That's why I said nearly. So you still got it.
The Pacquiao versus Barrios matchup presents a clear narrative. Barrios is widely favored to win by decision, with experts citing his youth, size, and consistent form as key advantages. Betting projections across major sites point to a range-controlling 12-round victory for Barrios. However, Pacquiao remains a real threat, particularly early in the fight. His hand speed, veteran ring IQ, and explosive power still command respect. If he can catch Barrios off guard in the opening rounds, an upset isn't out of question.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for his world championship, but against Mario Barrios, why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party. And I'm sick of having this welterweight division held up by dumb stuff like this. We don't want this fight. It makes absolutely no sense. And all it does is hold the welterweight division a little bit longer.
What's your take? Can Pacquiao deliver one more miracle, or will Barrios dominate? Share your predictions and fight night analysis in the comments.